Let's make a small table saw sled. Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to my messy workshop. Today we're going to make a small table saw sled, and it's going to be specifically for one use. And I'll show you what that use is in just a minute. But the idea for this I got from a friend of mine, Kenny over at Cut Above Woodworking, and he made this sled, probably a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. And when he made it, I thought, now that's a neat, I could really use that. So today I'm going to make it, my version of it, and I'll show you as we go along what it's for. Let me show you the basic pieces that I'm using to make up this sled. It's all 3/4 inch plywood, and I've got two pieces that I'm going to glue together for the back fence. I've got one piece for the front fence, and the base, and then I've got a hardwood runner that I made that fits quite nicely in the miter slot. Now, this piece that's going to be the base is about, let's say 18 by 9 roughly. The single fence is about 18 by 3 inches high, and then the two I'm going to glue together, they're both 18 by about 3 inches high. Just for the sake of it, my hardwood runner is about 23 inches long. So that's all the pieces going to take. So let me glue these two pieces together, and then I'll be back. Well, while the glue is drying on that back fence, we'll go ahead and attach the other fence. I've gone through and drilled some holes, pre-drilled holes in the base, and I'm going to glue, and then I'm going to clamp this fence on, and then we'll run the screws in from the bottom. Okay. Very good. That back fence is attached. The next thing to do is attach this fence, but it's almost dry, so by the time you come back, it'll be dry. This fence is dry, and in the base, I've drilled a hole here at one end and here at the other end. And I'm just going to attach this with 2 screws and line up the back of the fence to the cut on my base. And it's not, right now it's not real critical how that comes out, but I want to try and get it as square as I can. So I'm just going to put a couple clamps on it. Now I'm going to go underneath, and I'm going to put a screw here, and that's a pivot screw, and I'm going to put a screw here, and that's a temporary screw until I get this square to the blade. Okay. There's that on temporarily. Now I'm going to cut my two runners and get those attached. I'll get them cut and then I'll come back when I attach them and show you how I do that. I have my runners cut to length, and down in the miter slot I've put a couple pennies on each side. And what that does is when you put the miter slot or the runner in the miter slot, it brings it up to where it's proud of the table, so that this will contact the bottom of the sled for the entire length. I have my rip fence set to help me square everything up. Since it's square to the blade and the miter slot, if I keep my sled square to the fence, we should be pretty close. Now what I'm going to do is put some glue on here, and I'm also going to put some super glue to kind of help hold it in place, so the two of them will hold everything until I can get some screws in it. Now we'll put some super glue here. Okay. Now I'll set the everything squared up here. All right, that is square. I've squared this to the fence using a carpenter's square. So it should be plenty square. I'll put some weight on it now. And we'll just let it sit, let the glue dry, let the super glue set up, and then I can take it off. I'll turn it upside down, I'll drill some holes and put some screws in it. But I'll come back when I do that. Well, I believe the runners have set long enough, so we should be able to turn this over and attach the runners. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 screws in each runner. One on each end and one in the middle. Pins on there. Very nice, slides very nice. What I'm going to do before I'm done is I'm going to wax the bottom of this. Now, I bet you there's somebody out there saying, boy, I hope he doesn't turn that saw on before he checks to see if the blade's going to hit one of those screws. So what we're going to do, we know the blade's about there. That screw, it probably won't hit it, but I'm going to take it out just in case. It only takes a second to take it out, and that whole thing is glued together, so it's not going to hurt anything not to have it there. There, now there's no chance of anything hitting. Now, I said that this is for a special use. I make boxes that look like this. And it's just it's called a simple box. I've got a video on how I've made these in the past, and I'll link that video down below in the description. But what it calls for is a 45-degree angle on all the corners. And this is only 1/4-inch plywood, as you can see. So it's important that I get the angles right, because that's not a whole lot of glue surface to hold this thing together. So that's what this is for. I want to set it up so that the blade cuts through this at a 45-degree angle. In fact, let me go get my electronic angle finder, and let's do it that way. So let me zero this to the table. All right, it's zeroed. Now I'll put this on the side of the blade, and it reads 90. So now I want to turn this till it gets to 45. There is 45 degrees right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lower this down just a little bit because I don't need it that high. I'm going to run this through, and then after I run it through and I have a kerf in there, then I'm going to run this little piece of board through and check to see that it's square. So let me run this first. Now by running that, let me turn this off. Now by running that through, I've got a well-defined kerf on the inside of that. I was just checking it with my little square. Appears to be square. So let's run this through. Nice cut. And that is a nice square cut on there. So now, when I make my boxes, I can just, I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me tip this up and see. I can line up my plywood with that kerf, and I'm sure of the length, because I'll know exactly where to cut that to. And I have support out here for the waist. Now, since that's nice and square, I don't think I need to worry about adjusting it. I think it's going to be just fine. There it is. My 45-degree sled. I think it works quite well. I'm happy with it. After I use it a while, maybe I'll do a review on it and let you know how it worked out. But again, I'd like to thank Ken over at Cut Above Woodworks. I'm going to put a link to his channel down in here. You'll really enjoy his videos. He makes some great videos. So I'll put his link down there. I'll put a link to a video on how I make those boxes. I appreciate your watching. If you give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. It helps the channel. If you subscribe, that helps the channel. Till next time, happy woodworking and thanks for watching.